What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Pause Reset Play. We are just a few hours away from the next weekly update, and the biggest update this week will be the return of Iron Banner. And this week, Iron Banner will be Control, which I know for many of you is a welcomed change compared to the Supremacy game mode that was featured in the most recent Iron Banner. And the biggest reason why you want to play Iron Banner tomorrow, which is the point of this video, is to rank up your character. You're going to get some amazing drops along the way, and if you're not at 400, you're going to be very close to it by the time Iron Banner is done. However, the other biggest reason why you want to play this week is for one particular weapon, and that is the Clever Dragon Pulse Rifle. Now, this weapon is currently one of the best weapons you can get for PvP. Last Iron Banner, this weapon could be obtained via the rank 5 package, and also from the bounties as well that provided a weapon. So you had to kind of luck out last time to get this weapon. This time around, however, it's one of the weapons that will be sold by the Iron Banner vendor. So you'll be much more able to pick up this weapon in Iron Banner this time around. Now, we're not quite sure yet what the perks will be on the vendor version, but I'll kind of go into what you really want to be looking for this time around with the Clever Dragon Pulse Rifle. Now, mainly, just like with every Pulse Rifle, you want to find something that can increase the stability. The version I got here, it does that somewhat, but not to its full ability. So the biggest stability perk I got was Counterbalance. And this is good, but you really want to augment this with a perk in the first column. The perk you want to look for is Braced Frame. If you have Braced Frame and Counterbalance, your stability is going to be nearly maxed out. Even more important, the recoil pattern is going to be much more predictable. It's going to be a slight up and down recoil as opposed to up and to the left. And while that may not seem like much, it's going to make a huge difference when you're in one-on-one gun battles. So you want to look for those two perks. Braced Frame here in the first column and Counterbalance in the second column. The middle column is where you want to find high caliber rounds. And the biggest draw for high caliber rounds is you're going to increase the amount of flinch that you do when you damage opposing guardians. When you combine that with the rate of fire, with the stability, you're going to be getting a lot of shots on target, and the amount of flinch you're going to be doing to them is going to really make it difficult for them to stay on target against you. If you have a role like that with the max stability, high caliber rounds, this weapon is very, very good. Very difficult to beat in Crucible. For that reason, I don't imagine that the vendor version is going to come with that particular role. I could see the vendor version being similar to what I have here, where it's still a great weapon. You know, this weapon can do damage and do work in PvP, but it's there's still room for improvement. So if the vendor version is similar to this, definitely pick it up. I think it's very, very worth buying this weapon. But you want to make sure you're playing to get rank 5, to get those rank up packages, to get the bounties done, and also, more importantly, to get drops during the games themselves. So this is what you want to be looking for. This weapon right here. If you're a Pulse Rifle fan, if you like using Hawksaw, if you enjoy using Pulse Rifles in general, you're going to love this weapon. I like the red dot sight. All the Iron Banner weapons have a pretty unique red dot sight, and that's pretty much the reason I want to make this video, was to focus on this so that you knew what to aim for tomorrow. And this week coming up, it looks like I am contacting Destiny servers, so I will deal with that issue here. But until we meet again, thanks for watching, and talk to you guys soon.